boys and girls, welcome to JCC Sports Network. I'm Petey Doris alongside my colleague Craig Green as we're going to get started as a JCC Lady Jaguars picking up the big victory yesterday in Brunswick, 71-61. Matchup with the 6-7 Fayetteville Trojans right here in Selma, North Carolina. Craig, big win for the Jaguars yesterday. Can fatigue play a factor in helping Fayetteville come out sneaking one here tonight? Just 1 week ago, the Trojans defeated the Jaguars 87-64 in Fayetteville.
It could play a factor, but I think another factor in this game is the get-back factor, because again, the Trojans defeated JCC in Fayetteville the last time out. So I think there's going to be a motivation for Coach Sierra McDuffie and her side to come out here and even up this series 1-1 and defend home court.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be this game right here. The crowd's going to be starting to trend in, and I can tell you one thing. When Fayetteville and the Jaguars played last year, you couldn't walk in the door. It was that many people. So we'll see exactly if that has a factor in tonight. The crowd will get on their feet and they will scream. They'll voice their opinions. So we'll see who's going to show up tonight as the Jaguars and Fayetteville Trojans are about to get squared off here in the Battle of North Carolina right here in Selma.
Right now you see the Jags being introduced, Petey, to the home fans are still filing in. This is the first of a doubleheader tonight as the ladies will get us started, and then the gentlemen will take over the nightcap. But again, I think the Jaguars are ready and primed for this game. They've got their full squad, and Coach Sierra McDuffie is ready. The team is ready, and I think they just have to play their game, do what they do best, and they're going to come out with a victory tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as the starting lineups were started with the PA announcers, we got a late start here. We got in here at the gym just 45 minutes before tip-off, and it's been scrambling to try to get everything lined up and make sure everything's checked well, and we got a good stream for you guys. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on Jaguar Sports Network for tonight's doubleheader of Region 10 play right here in Selma.
Starting lineups real quick, Petey. Nyla Mitchell, 5'10" from Lumberton, North Carolina. Tara Joyner, 5'9" from Clinton, North Carolina. Carly Hammonds, 5'7" from Lumberton. Luisa Monsalve, 5'4", sophomore from Columbia. And number 24, Danielle Jackson, 6'2", from Raleigh and Legacy Early College. Starting for Coach C, same starting five as usual. Maylani Patterson, Maya Smith, Zanaya Thagard, Nalia White, and Elena Randolph.
Maya Smith gets the first shot for the Jaguars, and two flat underneath the goal for the Jags. Monsalve looking down low to the post and forcing up a shot and could not fall. So for Daniela Jackson. Daniela Jackson from the corner on the three, and it's, whoo, I got some breeze over here, Craig, on the shot. It's Patterson over to Thagard, back to Patterson in the corner. Patterson taking a baseline and picking up the foul. First foul belongs to Tara Joyner.
And nice aggressive play by Maylani Patterson to go to the line, to go to the bucket, be aggressive, and draw a foul. So Jags get their chance now to draw first blood, get the first points of this game from the free throw line.
And I tell you, if you're going to put anybody better than Maylani Patterson at the charity stripe, you definitely want to put Thagard there. So the first points belong to the Jaguars. She missed both free throws. Looking like from our distance that she made the first, but it was an air ball. Having some clock issues.
Patterson made the first free throw, but it was not reflected on the scoreboard. So referees are asking for the correct score to be added. Volunteers at the scorers table, they're doing the best they can. Sometimes it's, learning on the job. Coach C jokingly saying we should have 2, knowing that Patterson missed the second free throw.
9 minutes 13 seconds left. They'll reset the shot. They'll reset the shot clock to 25 and try to get the score right. And they did on the scoreboard. Like Craig said, we got volunteers here tonight. On the scores table is Jackson, gets the first bucket for Fayetteville Tech.
Danielle Jackson's one of the players that the Jags are going to have to pay heavy attention to, as her and Nyla Mitchell averaged 25 points combined. There's a turnover for the Jags.
Patterson saw backdoor cutting Smith, but the pass was too light as Monsalve looking inside. Goes top of the key over to Joyner over to Mitchell to the corner for a 3 by Hammonds, and Hammonds nothing but nylon.
She looked very comfortable shooting from the wing. That shot was clean. She had no hesitation, put it up. Nice shot by Carly Hammonds.
The Jaguars answer back with Maya Smith drawing an and one. And picking up the foul is Nyla Mitchell.
Yeah, down there on the low block, in the low post, that's where Maya Smith does her best work. And I'll tell you what, the Trojans got their work cut out for them if they're going to defend her down low.
Definitely going to have to put Jackson on her all night as Jackson pulls down the missed free throws. 5-3, 8:26. Monsalve going left to the free throw line. Hands it off as Nyla Mitchell gets in the scoring column, 7-3.
Strong take to the basket by the Trojans. And yes, Nyla Mitchell finishes. Like I said, one of the 2 players, the dynamic duo, her and Jackson, averaging a combined 25 points a game and 50% shooting for over 50% from the field.
Randolph inside to Patterson. Patterson picks up a dribble. Back to Randolph for 3. Looking too hard, and Smith with the rebound to Thagard. Thagard gets her an opportunity. She knew it short off the release, and she chases down and turns it over right to Mitchell. Mitchell looking ahead, 1-on-3. Mitchell takes it baseline and pulls it back out. Inside to Jackson, and Jackson travels. Took one too many steps. Great defense by Smith.
That's going to be the key to this game. Who can protect the basketball, who can turn it over the least, who can force the most mistakes.
Trojans set up in a full court press. Thagard over to Patterson. Patterson right side to Randolph. Randolph for 3. Too hard and fight for the rebound. Nothing but Trojans underneath, and Mitchell pulls it down. Monsalve looking ahead. What a great point guard does for a team is calls out a play, and Nyla Mitchell's pass was deflected. Turnover. Here come the Jaguars. White, Euro step, left-handed, and got an offensive foul. Monsalve.
From this angle, I didn't see Monsalve set her feet to draw that charge. I think Nalia White might have got the short end of the stick on that call by the official.
One play is she dropped that. When she went to switch hands, she just pushed off her right hand when she switched to left. Hammonds and Monsalve. Monsalve puts up her first attempt around the rim and falls out. And 6:54 left, first quarter, 7-3.
And already
Monsalve with the foul. The officials are calling a tight game here tonight in Selma. Patterson breaks the full court press to Nyla White. White taking it straight to the hole, untouched. And the Jags within 2, Craig.
Naya doing what she does best, getting to the basket, driving and forcing the opponent to either make contact or move out of the way.
Kicks it to the corner for Jackson. Jackson's off the side of the backboard, chases down and rebound and set up an offense to Mitchell. Mitchell inside to Jackson, off of Jackson, and Patterson there to take it up. Here comes Thagard looking ahead to Randolph, and she overthrew Randolph. She's trying to lead Randolph to the basket, and Randolph.
Kind of like a football pass trying to drop a dime in the bucket there, over the top. Just a little too much on that one. Good idea, just didn't execute it how they wanted it to.
Trojans lead 7-5. Biggest lead is 4. And the pass was intended for Tara Joyner, who was cutting inside out. One thing about the Trojans, even on any kind of inbounds pass, they're set up in a full court press. Randolph ahead to Thaggart. Thaggart sets her feet, goes back to Randolph. Randolph takes it in, picks up her dribble. 5:56 left. Thaggart long range, and it gets a shooter's roll. Jags take the lead.
One thing we know, Petey, is that Sanaya Thaggart cannot be left open out on the perimeter, because if she sees it, she's going to take it, and more often than not, she's going to make it.
Louisa to the cup, and Louisa takes over the lead for Fayetteville Tech. 2 leads by each team. Biggest lead for the Trojans is 4. They stand at a 5-1. White shots missed, and Patterson cleans it up.
And Naya hit the side of the backboard, but again, friends helping friends, and there was Maylani Patterson on the offensive board. She's an every woman for the Jags. She does a little bit of everything.
And Hammonds off the left elbow flushes a home for the Trojans. Back and forth basketball as Patterson's looking to break the full court press. She does, hands it off to White. White for 3. Wraps around the rim, and Patterson fighting Thaggart. And it's Randolph cleaning it up. Kiss off the glass. A game like this, Craig, you definitely don't want to take the chances of just throwing up a shot. If you're that close to the backboard, it's there for help.
Second chances have been very, very important in the early going for the Jags. You see they've scored twice in a row on second chances.
Joyner straight to the hole, takes a hold 5 on and switches hands as she goes up, and she's on the floor grabbing her forehead as she might have been elbowed.
There was a inadvertent poke in the eye. I think Patterson may have inadvertently got a finger in her eye. There was some incidental contact. Her hands were just, up trying to say, hey, I'm not, in the way. But unfortunately for Joyner, one of those fingers poked her right in the eye. She went down immediately. So, yeah, Coach Shepard's over here trying to make sure that she's okay, and looks like she will be, I hope.
Joyner is walking slowly off the court with her coach. She got poked right between eyes. So 4:24 left. We're in a media timeout. The Jaguars trail the Trojans 13-12 on Jaguars Sports Network. Welcome back on an immediate timeout. Jaguars trail by 1, 13-12. 4:24 left in the first. Jaguars drew blood first on the Maylani Patterson's free throw, and then the Trojans answer back, take a 2-1 lead. Trojans led for the first 4 minutes and 23 seconds till the Jaguars took the lead over 8-7. And since then, it's been back and forth basketball. Craig, Jaguars inbounded the ball far side of the court, looking to regain the lead on this possession.
Very good game so far. Back and forth action. Nobody had a real advantage.
Smith too hard down low. Maylani Patterson picks up, and she is fouled. So she'll inbound him as Monsalve with the foul. So Patterson was not in active shooting, so the Jaguars will set up an inbounds play.
Foul was committed in the act of rebounding, as again the Jags' second chances are creating chances for them.
Nice move down low by Patterson, but unable to get the shot, but Smith fighting. It's going to be interesting to see if the Jaguars can keep this momentum going in the second, third, and fourth quarter. As, like you said, Craig, since the 5:47 mark, it's been a minute and a half of high-flying, back-and-forth basketball here tonight.
Tight contest, very competitive. These teams know each other. They remember each other from the last matchup. I mean, it hasn't been that long ago. And again, the Jags, and that's going to be a backcourt violation, I believe. Nope, they're not going to call it. They'll let it go backcourt. But again, the Jags want some get back here. They're
White.
playing like it so far.
White straight to the hole, and see who picks up the foul. Checking in the last dead ball was Sydney Bell for the Trojans.
And they're going to give Bell the foul on Nalia White in the act of shooting. So Nalia going to the line, trying to put the Jags back in front.
So White makes the first. Tied once again. Free throw falls out for Nylia White. Mitchell from the corner, too hard, but down low, picking up the rebound and overshooting the whole entire rim. Trojans scramble on defense as Patterson straight to the hole and missed the shot as Randolph with a long rebound. 3:34 left, and the Jaguars turn the ball over as the pass to White was too hard overhead from Thagard. Five team fouls for the Trojans, 1 for the Jaguars. Curling around as Hammond stops mid-range and Smith with a rebound. 3:17 left. Here come the Jaguars, all tied with the Trojans on Jaguar Sports Network. Got a doubleheader Sunday also as starting Sunday, the Jaguars be back home and then they hit the road next week. That'd be three straight games for each Jaguars team here at home. The Jaguars trying to extend the win streak tonight to 2. Next up, we'll have the cap. The men will follow this game as White did not want to give it up, did not want to share the offensive. So here come the Trojans, and White throws it to the crowd as we got a technical foul on White.
Get that out of here.
She was talking to Monsalve as she threw it.
You don't want to
play like that, Craig. I mean, I would have to talk some trash also.
My goodness. I mean, that was an emphatic block by Nalia White. Again, Nalia White does a lot of everything well. She drives to the basket well. She defends well. She can shoot the ball. And that time, apparently, she can also get teed up with the best of them, getting caught up in the moment. But, hey, I mean, what a heck of a play by Nalia White.
For missing her shot as she tried to go coast to coast on her previous play, to hustle all the way back down the court and to be able to get the block was just adrenaline and aggravation. And whenever you're mad, you're upset with the shot you forced, retaliation is never good on your side. So White picked up a personal and a technical, and she is on the benches checking in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Coach Z trying to protect Nalia White with 2 fouls. And we just saw Monsalve miss both technical free throws, so Trojans not able to take advantage.
Joyner kicks it, and Monsalve in the corner. She drives and kicks it back out to Hammonds, and Hammonds mid-range, but she gets her own rebound. Not sure how Hammonds was able to get her own rebound over Smith and Patterson. So she is on the baseline, and it's Jaguars ball.
Tough, greedy basketball in this first 8 minutes, Petey. Both teams playing hard. Like I said, nobody with a clear advantage. Nearly a backcourt right there. Got to be careful.
Bell with a long 2, and Bell gets the crowd pumping.
A good pass by Thagard to recognize Bell out there by herself. And a nice way to start the game for Kayla Bell coming off the bench.
She checked in on a dead ball for White. She got crossed up at the top of the key. Driving and kiss off the glass and forces up a shot was Tara Joyner, and it falls through. I'm not sure how that, what kind of plan that she was on with that shot, but she forced it up, trying to draw the foul, but shot goes up, and it's a turnover, Jaguars.
Yeah, Thagard traveled over here in the corner. Lost it. From our vantage point, it's kind of hard. Coach Shepard's right there. We're right here at courtside, so. But either way, a turnover in the corner by Thagard. And on the previous shot by Joyner, nicely done. She's re-entered the game. Looks like her vision has cleared up well enough to make and take that shot.
Joyner drives, forces up a shot as she was fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And Kayla Bell tagged with the foul against Joyner. Well, so let's see if Joyner can put the Trojans back in front. This back and forth game. Free throw shooting has been an important factor in this contest so far. I mean, neither team really able to take advantage from the charity stripe in its first 9 minutes.
She makes the second, 16-15. Jaguars, Patterson down low, spins too hard and puts too much English on the ball right in the hands of Joy S.A. You know, they're putting the ball right into Tara Joyner's hands, and she's straight to the cup every time, trying to draw a foul. The Jaguars need to fall back on defense, and if she's going to kill you in the basket, she's going to kill you that way. You don't want to put her on the line in every fourth shot, because she's putting up some of the shots that's, I'm like, all she's doing is just drawing a foul.
That's all she's trying to do is get that contact and get some easy points from the line, as she's attempted to do right now, but not able to take advantage. This is she's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. But yeah, the mission and the strategy is very clear. (17-15). Trojans with 40 on the clock, 40 seconds on the clock, driving. Forces up another shot too hard underneath. 34.2 left. As Thompson checks in for Smith, give her a few extra minutes breathing. Oh, not a good execution on the inbound, Speedy. Turnover, and Mount Salve takes advantage.
As the Jaguars, or Patterson's pass, and White not even hustled to the ball, and the pass from Randolph.
The pass looked like he was trying to, again, drop it in the bucket right there inside the restricted area. Now your White couldn't get to it. But no shot clock. The Trojans can take their time, but looks like they won't.
And Joyner continues to climb on that both sides of the goal as she just takes it straight to the hole. Biggest lead, 7. And that's where we stand at end of 1, 21-15. At the end of 1, Jaguars trail the Trojans on Jaguar Sports Network.
Sinclair.
Welcome back as the Jaguars and the Trojans. Trojans lead at end of 1, 21-15. PD Norris Craig Green here for quarter number 2 as the Trojans on offense with a 6-point lead. Joyner kicks it to the corner. Three was off the mark. Here comes White. White taking it left side. Squeaks one by on that, Craig.
Good start to the second quarter for the Jags. That's exactly what Naya White wanted right there, but Joyner answers with a three as soon as Naya White was able to celebrate her shot.
24-17, 9:22. Thagard, screen, Smith. Lobs it into Maya Smith, and Smith puts an unremarkable shot on.
Really good pass by Thagard to find Smith down low. Soft hands by Smith to catch it and put it right back up into the basket. Now we see this zone.
Mitchell went a long three
by the Jags.
White grabs on the rebound, taking it 1-on-2, puts on a shot. We're going to block it, foul, and one.
All right, Naya White, 2 in a row here in the second quarter. See if that sparks her and gets her going.
The Trojans picking up the fouls on Nyla Mitchell. So White will shoot one. Back in the 70s, Craig, this is the only way you get a three-point play, and she follows through, and the Jaguars are within two.
I just saw NC State the other night, men's basketball, win a game without making a three-point shot, so it's definitely possible. Trying to get the scorers table situated once again. Remember that we do have lots of volunteers who help us out here at JCC to help out with game day operations. We appreciate everybody's help. You know, we couldn't get this thing off the ground without them.
Lisa goes to Joyner. Joyner right side kicks it in the corner. Three on the way. Too hard as Jones shot, but clean it up as Monsalve.
All started with the offensive rebound by Danielle Jackson. After Jones missed the three-pointer, and then a good unselfish pass to find Monsalve.
White needs to watch her elbows. Great defense by the Trojans. White was kicked off of Jones. Correction, that was Joyner.
Yeah, White looked unsure of herself, like she might have been thinking about 2 or 3 different things with the basketball. Just kind of got stuck. Jags had 5 on the shot clock.
Thagard, long corner three. Patterson with the rebound and the putback, and there's no foul as Patterson was looking like she was fouled. Was not set on a shot as the buzzer went off. Inside, down low to the bigs, and she fought and got away with the basket as Daniela Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson missed the first one, got the second one. She's been dominant on the boards for the Trojans.
Back to a 6-point lead. 4-1 run for the Trojans.
Nearly forced a turnover, but again, good recovery. Well, can't say good recovery, pardon. Actually, the Jags were able to maintain their possession because the Trojans couldn't handle the ball themselves. They had 2 Trojans trying to grab the basketball at the same time.
Randolph looking to come into play to Patterson, and hands back off to Randolph as she was pushed out of bounds. No whistle. White from the left wing could not flush it home as Monsalve with a rebound. Behind the back, top of the key, left side. Inside Bell, great pass to Jackson. Bell whipped it down low to Jackson, and Sydney Bell with the great vision.
Just couldn't finish at the rim. And then again, both teams scrapping for the basketball. The the possession arrow belongs to JCC, so they'll take it. Down by 6, Petey. They need to find a spark here to close the gap.
That's where they ended the first quarter, and trailing by 6. (28-22) long three, and there's the spark. Could that be the spark that lights the lighter?
Region 10 opponents are going to figure it out one day or another that you cannot leave number 3 open. Another 3 for Z.
Samaya Thagard. She's kind of got a Steph Curry look. You know, you just leave me wide open. I'll take it. I'm not worried about the distance. I got plenty of area codes. Thompson answers with a nice little mid-range.
Mid-range still change for DT. She gets on the board, and it's just a 1-point game now. Jags fighting back.
28-27, Jags within 1. Cross-court pass over to Bell. Bell to Joyner. Joyner crossing him up. Straight to the hole and loses the ball right to Jones. And Jones and Monsalve for 3. And Patterson boxing out Jackson down low, and they push it ahead in the front court. 5:41 left. White up and under, switches hands, draws a foul, and Daniela Jackson is going to pick up the foul as she was the tree down low.
First foul on Jackson, but again, the more important part is that JCC has a chance to tie and take the lead here with Nalia White at the line. Again, doing one of the things she does best, driving to the hoop, creating contact.
It would be amazing what the score possibly could be if either one of these teams are at least shooting 70% from the free throw line.
They'd each be north of 30 points, I would tell you that.
I wish the temperature outside was north of 30.
Facts.
She touches every part of the rim as it falls out.
North Carolina currently trying to act like it's wintertime outside. Had some delays the last couple of days because of the cold weather. Don't want our little ones out there waiting for the bus. Don't want to take a chance with the black ice.
Joyner, you definitely do not want Joyner wide open either. Joyner's made a few threes herself tonight.
Joyner
not
sitting
into 28.
Joyner sitting at 13 points right now, leading FTCC.
White. The thing about the Jaguars are trying to utilize the shot clock to their advantage and slowing the Trojans down with 9 on the clock. Jaguars need to run a play quick. Looking to get Thagard loose. She's going to have to force up a shot. White from the corner. Does not fall. Would have been a dagger. Joyner. Bell bringing it up. Bell looking ahead. Right side to Joyner. Joyner, nice pass down low. And you can count it for Montasia Jones.
And a good find to find Jones down low. And again, this game just back and forth. You know, punch, counter punch is what we've been seeing in the first quarter and a half.
White looking for separation, but goes right to the defender.
I think she might have been looking for a screen from Bell, but there was miscommunication there.
Kayla Bell comes out with a loose ball, left side to Monsalve, the Mount Zion prospect, coming out of Mount Zion, the home of the Warriors, is Joyner. Not sure what the officials might have been looking at, but from our vantage point, did not look like a 3, but they gave it to her, 33-28.
No replay here in Region 10, so it is what it is.
Montasia Jones with the steal. Over to Joyner. She won too many passes. You're that close to the goal, Craig. Fundamentals, you go up. We got a timeout. 33-28. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Jaguar Sports Network, brought to you by High Level Media. Welcome back to Jaguar Sports Network. The Jaguars and the Trojans meeting here in Selma. It's been a back-and-forth basketball game. If you guys are just joining us, Jaguars struck blood first on a free throw by Melanie Patterson, but then the Fayetteville Trojans didn't look back for a moment, led for the first 4.5 minutes of the first quarter. Since the 5:47 mark, the Trojans is led by as many as 6, but it's been back-and-forth basketball. We've had 5 ties since the 4:24 mark in the first. Jackson looking down low, nice pass, but Essay was not ready. Jackson to the corner, 3. And Jackson with the putback. If you're going to have that forward down low, Craig, that's her job, and it's Bell with the steal and a putback.
Danielle Jackson down there to clean up the mess made by Hammonds. And then a turnover that Sydney Bell takes advantage of.
Thompson's 3 is off the mark, and nice box out by Montasia Jones. 3:10 mark here in the first half. Trojans a little bit more aggressive on offensive boards as Jackson is pulling them down along with Bell, Sydney Bell, one of the smaller guards on the court for the Trojans. Nice. I mean, Craig, that was just, textbook basketball right there. Trojans extend the lead to 11.
What can you do there? There's no defense for a perfect play, and that's exactly what we saw from FTCC.
White forces up a hook shot from 10 feet out, but Jackson with the block, and it's out of bounds. So Jaguars setting up an offensive inbounds.
You're the Trojan bench really celebrating that one, as remember Nalia White called for a technical foul after an emphatic block earlier in the game. This time White the recipient of the defensive play.
Nice block by Jackson from behind on Smith. Way to play defense to stay out of the mind and the vision of the referees to get a foul called on you. Bell from the corner, the flawless way to release, snaps the wrist, and now it's a 14-point lead, 42-28. Craig, I don't know how you come back from a deficit like this.
Much needed timeout by Coach Sierra McDuffie, because the Trojans have went on a run. It was a 5-point game, Petey. A 9-0 run by the visitors now have extended this to a 14-point lead. So what you got to do here is you got to go back to slowing down the pace. You got to keep the basketball moving, because you see the Trojans are pressing you. So the basketball's got to continue to move. And again, with the ball moving, the feet have to move of the Jaguars who do not have the basketball. You have to create those open spaces for yourself and create those mismatches and find those spots on the floor to where you can take advantage of this Trojan defense. 2
types of offense has been running here. Jaguars are in desperate need of a basket. They're coming down, utilizing it, using a full 30-second shot clock. But I tell you, you need to come down and worry about putting up the right shot, not forcing nothing, crazy, off balance, set play, set shot, and play. You don't want to play right in the hands of Fayetteville Tech.
The Jags were at their best when they were drawing fouls, when they were passing the ball around the perimeter, and when they were taking their time and also crashing the offensive boards. They've got away from that recently, and that's why they're trailing by 14.
Thagger, top of the key, rainbow shot, touches the rim. No one's crashing the boards for the Jaguars. You watch White. She was getting walked down right in front of us, Craig. She should have been crashing the boards on any opportunity. No one is guaranteed to make a shot. Nice look, and shots coming up short for Montasia Jones. 42-28. The Trojans outscored the Jaguars 21-11 here in the second quarter.
Jags are super cold here in the second quarter, Petey. But a turnover right there might heat things up.
Patterson to Randolph. Randolph steps in, mid-range jumper. Here come the Trojans. You can see that the Jaguars are gassed. We're not getting out of court as quick as the Trojans, as Carly Hammond stands on the left wing.
You also seen them they're not taking their time like they were earlier. A couple of quick shots there. They went 1 and out. And again, the Trojans take advantage. This time it's Joy Eze.
Eze with her 4th point. Correction, that's her 2nd point.
Yep. Eze on the board. And now Jaguars on the boards.
1 and done. Jaguars once again on that trip. Jackson can extend the lead to 20.
So the nightmare of a second quarter for JCC. They're being outscored 25-13.
Patterson all over the boards for the Jaguars. White trying to cross up Hammonds. Goes up, forces up another shot, and Eze with a rebound. Push it ahead to Jackson, and Jackson out of bounds.
Again, the big difference has been JCC going 1 and out, Trojans crashing the boards, also taking advantage of turnovers. You got the whole shot clock, you got the entire game clock here. You don't need to rush anything. This should be the final shot of the second quarter.
White looking to take the shot with 10 seconds left. You're going to give the ball back over to the Trojans, and they turn it back over. And the Jaguars trail 46-28 at half. We're going to come right back here with Stats, Facts, and Figures after word from our sponsors. Welcome back to halftime here inside the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. Petey Doors, along with Craig Green on Jaguars Sports Network. The Jaguars trail 46-28 over the Trojans. The Trojans shot 11 for 39. Correction, JCC shot 11 for 39 for the field goal range, 2 for 3 from three-pointer, and 4 for 8 from the free throw line. Fayetteville Tech shot 21 for 39 in the first half, 3 threes, and 2 for 7 from the charity stripe. The Jaguars in the second quarter, without scoring in the last 3.5 minutes, we're all tied at 28. And then the Trojans went on a tear and lead 46-28 over the Jaguars with 7:51 left. We're going to take a quick break and come right back here. Craig is going to get a word from the coach for the Trojans when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Craig is standing by with the coach for the Trojans as they lead 46-28 at halftime. Take it away, Craig.
All right, thanks, Petey. Got Coach Shepard here from Fayetteville Tech. Coach Shepard, it was a 28-28 game. All of a sudden, you guys won an 18-0 run to take control. What was the key to that run?
We had to get on the boards. We had too many opportunities of letting them get second chance opportunities, and they were crashing harder than we were. So we had to wake up, get on the boards, attack, hit the corners, and finish at the other end.
And the second half, what do you guys got to do to maintain this lead and keep JCC from making a comeback?
We changed up our press. We're more going to run like a man-to-man full court instead of a zone press, because I'm sure she's a coach, so she probably back there trying to figure it out. However, she didn't figure out our full court press, so we're going to stick with that until she figures it out. That's the plan right now, and keep pounding.
All right, good luck in the second half. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, you heard it right there from Coach Shepard. They're going to change some things up. They know Coach C's going to have a plan. Back to you, Petey. Let's see more in the second half.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as Coach Shepard, like she said, she saw that working the boards was not in their favor. They had to crash the boards, and once they started crashing the boards and pressing the Jaguars, they put on an 18-0 run, and now the Jaguars are going to have to fight back from down 18, 46-28. The Jaguars and the Trojans battle here on this Thursday night basketball and Region 10 play of NJCAA. You're listening to Jaguars Sports Network. We'll return with a third quarter. is the Jaguars and the Trojans, 46-28. Trojans lead at halftime. Jaguars tied it up at 28 with 3:33 left in the first half, and the Trojans went on an 18-0 tear. Craig, who's leading the way in the box scores for the Trojans?
For the Trojans, they are led by the tandem of Tara Joyner and Danielle Jackson, respectively. Tara Joyner, 16 points in the first half. Danielle Jackson, a double-double, PD, 10 points, 11 rebounds in the first half. They're followed by Luisa Monsalve had 6, Sydney Bell with 5, Nyla Mitchell with 4. Then for a JCC on their side of things, led by Nalia White, 9 points, 2 rebounds, followed up by Zanaya Thagard, 6 points, 2 three-pointers, followed up by Maya Smith, 4 points, 5 boards, Elena Randolph with 3 points, and Randolph with 2 points, as did Desea Thompson, 2 points, and Kayla Bell, 2 points. Melanie Patterson, 3 points, 5 boards.
So Mitchell comes into Monsalve for the inbounds pass. She's looking inside of Smith with great defense to stop Jackson from the entry pass. Mitchell picks up the dribble. As you can tell, the Trojans are slowing the ball down with this comfortable lead. See if the Jaguars can get anything going here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they may need to speed it up a little bit, but they also have to be a little more accurate. That time, unlucky by Zanaya Thager, driving to the hole, rolled in and out, came off, and then Maya Smith unable to grab the rebound.
Just 1 week ago, the Trojans defeated the Jaguars 87-64 to pick up their 5th win on the season. Great defense by Melanie Patterson over there as they hand it off to Mitchell. Nyla Mitchell pulls it out. 5 on the shot clock as spin the ball around. It'll be a turnover. Tara Jones should have took it herself. One too many passes. It's not like Mitchell could have got a shot off with just 2 seconds on the clock.
Good defense by the Jaguars to even force them to go down to about 2 on the shot clock and then turn it over.
Jaguars working a perimeter. Thagard trying to dagger it up. And it's off of Danielle Jackson.
And that time Z was wide open out there. She just couldn't find the right stroke to put it down into the bucket.
Randolph's pass to White, top of the key, and White misses. Smith with the rebound, and she misses the easy buddy. Joyner taking it to herself, and too hard, and White pulls down a rebound. Here come the Jaguars. No points in opening, minute and 30 of the second half. Randolph to Thagard. Thagard looking inside to Smith. Smith cannot get any separation against Nyla Mitchell.
Tight defense again by the Trojans.
Jaguars' third 3 attempt here in the second half as Monsalve is unable to save it. White forces up and under. And Patterson misses the easy layup as both teams coming up short and opening 2 minutes and 7 seconds of the third. The Jaguars and the Trojans square off in this Region 10 play. The Jaguars picked up a 10-point win last night in Bolivia against the Brunswick Lonnie Patterson to the line. 7:47 left. Third quarter, and first free throw is no good. Both teams have struggled for the charity stripe tonight. Jaguars 4 for 8 in the first half. Trojans 2 for 7. Misses both opportunities.
Got to take advantage at the line when you have the chance especially when you're down like this and haven't scored any points in the first 2.5 minutes.
Wisa driving, kicks it to the corner. Wanted that three, but puts it on the floor. It's off of the Jaguars as Carly Hammonds did not like an opportunity from the corner, so she driving in and trying to feed it to Jackson down low, and it's off of Maya Smith.
Yeah, Smith boxing out, Jackson blocking her away from receiving that entry pass.
Joyner for three, wraps around the rim, and Smith with a rebound. Randolph out to Thager with 20 on the shot clock. No points here in the opening 3 minutes. Jaguars fighting. Smith is fouled, and Smith will go to the line.
And Smith had only been hacked about 4 or 5 times before they decided to call a foul on Jackson. That's her third. Picked up 2 quick wins here in the third quarter. And Coach Shepard recognizing that. And Jackson, again, working with a double-double, is going to have a seat.
46-28. Smith. The Jaguars draw blood here first in the second half.
The comeback is going to happen 1 point at a time.
One possession at a time. Took 2 minutes and 47 seconds for the first points, but we get 1 point here in the third quarter so far. Jaguars trail 46-29, and Fayetteville Tech still hasn't found a bucket. It's Patterson looking ahead to White. White double teamed to Patterson inside and back out to White. White puts it on the floor. Thager from the left wing. No, and here comes Monsalve with a rebound as she travels.
It's an unusual way to force a turnover, but I know the Jags will take it. Thager, ice cold tonight, PD, just 2 of 9 from three-point range.
She's had plenty of looks. And only made 2. She's got the green light from Coach Z.
Clearly the Jags' best perimeter shooter, Zanaya Thager. They need her to heat up here in the second half. They're going to have a chance.
Patterson switches hands, goes up, and Monsalve with the rebound. Monsalve pulls down her 9th rebound. It's off of the Jags. First 3, going on 4 minutes, the Trojans have not seen a bucket. They draw up a play, Joyner straight to the hole. One too many passes.
Currently 0 for 5 from the field and turning the ball over again. A lot of empty possessions. We love to see the Jaguars take advantage. This gym is very quiet right now because there's been 1 point scored in the first 4 minutes.
Joyner steps up on defense, staggered. Guarded by Monsalve, and I tell you, Carly Hammonds camping out on the loose defense, and the Jaguars did not see her popping out.
Hammond's playing safety like Troy Polamalu out there, just jumping into the passing lane, trying to be a ball hawk.
Black and gold, black and gold, black and yellow.
Close enough, but far away from Pittsburgh enough to be okay to get it wrong.
With a steal. Going up left side, switches hands, and the Trojans get on the board.
And it's been the same thing they did in the second quarter, which was take it away, go down and get 2 points of their own, make the Jags pay for turning it over.
You see, I mean, you go 4 minutes and 30 seconds without a bucket in the second half, but you only give up 1 point. So, you know, that was the time the Jaguars needed to capitalize, and they didn't. So right now it's, you know, you give the Trojans, you know, an opportunity as White travels, you know, to keep this game extended like it is. I mean, you're still, you know, back to a 19-point lead.
Yeah, the Jaguars have had a golden opportunity to take advantage here, but have not been able to.
Joyner straight to the hole, lays it up nice and easy. 21-point lead, biggest lead.
We talked about fatigue playing a factor, PD. It's very possible that could be the case, as the Jags are ice cold. But Maya Smith right there must have heard me and put it back home after Patterson missed the three.
4:40 left, third quarter. As White picks up Joyner at the top of the key. 15 on the shot clock as the lanes are cleared out. Joyner drives, kicks it. And picking up the foul is going to be on Maylani Patterson.
Just 8 on the shot clock, too, with that foul.
We got a media timeout. 50-31, 19-point lead. It's only been 6 points here in the third quarter. We're going to take it right with them. 31 for the Jags, 50 for the Trojans. Welcome back to the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium in Selma. The Jaguars trail 50-31 over the Trojans from Fayetteville Tech. PD Norris, Craig Green bringing you live coverage here. Courtside best seat in Selma tonight as the Trojans took them 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter to get the first points on the board. But since then, it's been all Trojans. They lead 53-31. Thanks to Carly Hammond's three.
The Giant is being awakened slowly but surely. The Trojans are starting to heat up. The Jags are still asleep at the wheel.
We got a Maylani Patterson screen that was an illegal screen. She picks up her second back-to-back.
JCC ice cold, PD. Just 3 points here in the second quarter. I mean, not much to say for Fayetteville Tech. I mean, there's a turnover by Jackson, by Joyner, but not exactly like they're hot, but they have increased their lead. They're over the 20-point mark now. Jaguars going to have to play perfect basketball here to get back into this game.
50-31, 53-31.
And that's where Randolph able to convert off the pass. So now 3:38 to go. Here's Joyner driving to the basket, and Joyner gets it to go. So Trojans' lead increased to 22. Patterson. Smith puts it up, got it to go. Maya Smith, her 5th point of the third quarter. She's now up to 9 points in this game.
Jaguars within 20, 55-35. The Jaguars.
Patterson nearly forced a turnover. She got her hands in on it, but just couldn't control it. So it will stay with FTCC, 17 on the shot clock, 3:01 on the game clock.
See what kind of play the Trojans draw up on inbounds pass. Obviously, there's a turnover. Here come the Jaguars. Looking ahead, Thagger. There it is. Don't let Thagger get hot. She's 3 for 10. She's walking out of court like she just hit the game winner. She's within 17. She's feeling herself.
You know, that's what it takes, though, to get back in games like this, PD, is the confidence to do it. Then you got to go out and do it. Another 3 for Z. That's going to help that confidence right now. I mean, it's clear the Trojans do not respect her perimeter game there. She's wide open again.
Trying to get a little kiss off the glass is Patterson right there to clean it up. One more opportunity for the right wing, and misses both of those. Patterson says, I'll try it. Overshoots a goal as Nyla Mitchell pulls it down, and it's stolen by Smith. Got a jump ball, and it's going to go towards the Trojans and check it in as Aaliyah Thomas will have a seat. Kayla Bell checks in for the Jaguars for Thagger. Leah Thompson, correction, for the for the Trojans, exited on a jump ball tie-up. Fighting and coming up and getting her own rebound and going up strong, Montasia Jones.
Jones fighting hard at the basket. Grabbed 2 offensive boards. One from Mitchell's miss and one from her own.
Trojans ball. Top of the key. Chasing down a rebound is Essay. White feeds ahead for Patterson, and White lays it home. Jaguars within 15.
That's what you have to do if you're the Jaguars. You need to take advantage.
Jones, nice look.
Make the Trojans go 1 and out.
White, 2 on 3. It goes right side to Randolph, and her 3 is short. Patterson fighting, puts up a shot, and she'll head to the charity stripe.
Melanie Patterson has been crashing the boards like no other. That's her 4th consecutive rebound for the Jaguars. As Sydney Bell will re-enter the game to replace Tara Joyner. Mitchell also will take a seat. Mitchell still stuck on 4 points.
Nyla Mitchell being a big factor down low as she missed that 3. She had a nice opportunity for the right wing. Louisa checks in the next dead ball.
Melanie Patterson struggling from the line. 1 of 5 from the free throw line, PD.
Patterson makes the first, makes the second. Continue to struggle for the Jaguars for the charity stripe, Craig, is if you're down by 18 at the break, you need to capitalize on every opportunity, and Jaguars are just not doing it tonight for the charity stripe.
They were 4 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half. Not where you want to be, especially like you said, when you were down 46-28 after the first 20 minutes. But the Jags are fighting back.
One possession at a time as we're closing out the first quarter. Jones stops, nice pop. Montasia Jones with a mid-range 13-footer, make it 57.
Second chance points again for FTCC, playing a factor.
Stopping and popping like that popcorn with that butter. There's still no shot clock. The Trojans will get the final shot unless they turn it over. Outside base, straight to the cup. Too much English. Here comes Patterson, 41. Points for the Jaguars.
Don't have to rush here. But Desea Thompson says, I'll take it and make it. Oh, Patterson nearly after that steal.
57 to 43 at the end of 3. We got 10 minutes remaining until we'll have a winner in our first of 2. Jaguars Sports Network, Jaguars trail 57 to 43 over the Trojans from Fayetteville Tech. Petey Norris, Craig Green, best seat in Selma right here at Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. Jaguars outscored the Trojans 15 to 11 in the third quarter. It took the Trojans 4 minutes and 30 seconds to get their first field goal in the third quarter. Started a Fidelity Investments money quarter, the Jaguars and the Trojans in Region 10 play.
That third quarter, PD, the Jags shot 6 of 18 from the field, 2 of 8 from three-point range, and 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. We're not able to take advantage of the Trojans, who only scored 11 points in the third quarter.
Dagger Jones. Joyner stepped out to pick up Thagard, and Thagard hit the floor. Great defense by Tara Joyner. Patterson lobs it into White. Great defense by Montasia Jones.
Trojans were 5 of 16 from the field in the third quarter, PD, 1 of 5 from long range.
The majority of those 5 they released was in with the 30-second time frame. White shaking and baking down low, lobs it in, and Jaguars, Smith.
Jags needed that basket in the worst way. And now the defense by Melanie Patterson right there, not giving Joyner any quarter whatsoever. And here comes Kayla Bell. Got a nice crowd here, PD, for this game. Folks still filing in. Like we said, we got a doubleheader tonight. After the conclusion of this game, shortly thereafter, the men will take the floor for each of these teams. FTCC against the Jags, and another rematch from an earlier game in the season.
Nothing but nylon from the corner for Jackson. She extends the lead to 15.
Oh, and a three-point shooter being fouled. Joyner went out there to defend. But now Thagard has a chance to get 3 right back from the charity stripe. The most important free throws of this game for JCC are about to take place right now.
Flushes the first home.
Needs to convert all 3 of these to really put some pressure on the Trojans. Thagard, you could tell she was a little miffed at herself on that one. Left it just a tad bit short. But 2 of 3 from the line, PD. Still good.
Jaguars within 13. Jackson and Joyner trying to clean it up. Jones fights for the rebound and gets it for the Trojans. 18 on the shot clock. They pull it out to Mitchell. Mitchell's trying to find a bucket. It hits the floor. There's no fouls. Jaguars with defense. Here comes Randolph. Randolph puts up a runner and too short. And
another
16
turnover.
Turnover for the Jags tonight.
Yeah, they've really struggled offensively ever since the last 6 or 7 minutes of the second quarter. They weren't able to keep up with the Trojans, who went on a big run and have enjoyed a lead ever since.
Across an 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Thagard long three, and it's good.
Z for 3 needs to see it. It's just a 10-point game now, PD. It was up over 20. Jags fighting back again. There's another turnover. Nicely done by Randolph.
Thagard, no, and Randolph, flat foot. Smith fighting. We got a jump ball. Trojans with the ball. Media. 60-50, Trojans and Jaguars still battling here in Selma on Jaguar Sports Network. Minutes of 39 seconds, 10 points separating the Trojans and the Jaguars. Don't touch your dial and don't touch the channel because we have some action here in Selma.
Jaguars were down big at the half, PD. Down by 18. They've made up 8 of those points. Can they keep that trend going and get it down inside of 10?
Trojans forcing up shots. Jaguars need a big possession right here. Necessarily don't need a 3, need to run a play. Back door, puts up a shot at Randolph, and Maylani Patterson gets a rebound, but it was a great look, great dish by Thagard to see Randolph, and Randolph 2 steps, put it up, too high off the glass, and Maylani Patterson to the free throw line on the rebound.
I mean, Patterson has been all over the boards, PD. I mean, she's over 10 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, the backdoor cut by Randolph, but Thagard saw her in the corner of her eye, puts up the shot. What a great feed from a point guard. And Maylani Patterson done something that she hasn't been able to do tonight, make the first free throw. And
now it's a 9-point game. Can it be 8? 8 is great. So this thing is not close at all to being over, PD. 7 minutes to go, an 8-point game. Again, the Jags have walked it all the way down from an 18-point deficit at halftime. And
Jones slowly reaches it back to 10.
You know, Coach Shepard wanted to see something like that because her team has been pretty cold in the second half.
Jaguars are working on a 7-0 run before the Jones deuce. Thagard, 6:40 left, trying to find separation. Kayla Bell puts up a shot. They did not call it out of bounds. It went off the top of the backboard. And White tried to shovel pass. Back up to Thagard. White, shot clock violation.
The players didn't realize that the shot clock did not reset since it didn't hit the rim. And the attempt in the corner was a couple seconds too late. As here comes Patterson checking back in after a quick rest. Jags going with their starting lineup out here to try to finish out this game in the final 6.5 minutes. Another key factor, PD, nobody really in foul trouble for JCC either. An illegal screen called on Eze. That's turnover number 18 for FTCC.
(62-52) 10-point game. Could the Jags get it within single digits? White driving baselines, got some room and puts up a shot. And as White blew past her defender, she would have released the ball 5 feet back behind. She wouldn't overshot the goal.
Yeah, a little too strong there, but good thing Maya Smith was down low to was there to retrieve the offensive board, keep the possession for the Jags.
6:01 left here in the fourth quarter. 10-point game.
Bell coming back in. Looks like Maya Smith may be bleeding.
The part about it, as long as you don't get on your jersey, you can put a Band-Aid on and get back out there. Randolph inbounds to Patterson. Patterson blows past her defender, puts up a nice little runner, and it's an 8-point game.
4 straight, make that 5 straight points for Maylani Patterson going back to the third quarter. And the Jags, again, have fought their way back, PD. This game just down to 3 possessions now.
Corner overshoots the goal with Bell to White. White, 1-on-3, up and under, too hard, and Montasia Jones with the rebound as she travels.
Oh, what a break for the Jags. As White had a great move to the bucket, just couldn't get the finish, and then a turnover. Now here comes newly patched up Maya Smith to re-enter the game, and Bell will take a break next to Coach Z and Desea Thompson. Oh, and then a poor turnover right there by Randolph. Just miscommunication between her and Patterson, and they give it right back. You can hear the buzz in the gym now, PD, because the Jags have fought their way back into this game.
Jones camping off on that left block. Makes it a 4-point game. A 10-point game.
Good pass by Monsalve to find her, but another turnover.
Tara Jones, you do not want Joyner to take over. She can handily take over for the Trojans. Make sure you guys stay right here on JCC Jaguar Sports Network, brought to you by High Level Media. PD Doors, Craig Green, bringing you doubleheader coverage on this January 18th, this Thursday night. Next game will tip off at 7:30. As long as this game ends on time as Joyner makes the first.
Bank is open at 7 o'clock at night, PD.
Still 4 o'clock Western Pacific time zone, so the bank's still open across the United States.
And Joyner makes a second deposit.
66-54, back to a 12-point lead, and the Jaguars turn it over. 2 consecutive turnovers for the Jaguars. Can the Trojans capitalize? Nice move by Joyner. And Joyner headed to the line once again. See if she can make that overnight deposit and be in my account tomorrow morning. Got a media timeout. 12-point lead, 66-54. Jaguar Sports Network. Don't go nowhere. Jones to the free throw line. Can she make another deposit for the Trojans tonight to extend her lead 68-54? But she has to make these two right now with this crowd getting on hand here. Craig, doubleheader. I wouldn't want to be nowhere in North Carolina other than Selma tonight.
It's a beautiful night here in Selma. A little warmer than yesterday. Wintertime trying to creep up on us, but you've noticed the sun is starting to stand a little bit, which means springtime is on the way.
Just about 60 days away, and we'll be talking about how hot it is outside. Got a lane violation on Joyner. Shot does not fall. 13-point lead, 67-54. Fourth quarter of action here from Selma. Thagger sprinting in front court, puts the brakes on. Trying to draw up a play is left side to Patterson, inside to Smith. Nice backdoor cut, and Patterson unable to connect with it. Fights for her own rebound, travels, but she didn't travel enough for the bucket to count.
Well, they're going to need every break they can get to get back into it, PD, because they were inside of 8. Now it's back to 11. 4 minutes to go. Can the Jags do it? Another turnover. The door is being left open by the Trojans, who cannot finish the job. 20 turnovers for each team now.
I'll tell you, the separation in this game was the last 3 minutes and 33 seconds of the first half. We're all knotted at 28. The Trojans went on an 18-0 run before half and led 46-28. Great steal by Jones. Rifles one down low, and Carly Hammond to extend the lead, 69-56.
Just standing there waiting for it to come to her, and Hammond says, thank you very much. But again, another turnover that the Jags cannot afford when you have to have every possession go positively.
Nice backdoor cut by White, and White finishes.
Oh, what a play.
Possibly with the and one and back within 10.
What a pass by Randolph to find White in an even better finish amidst the contact.
White had one step on her defender and went up off that reverse side, and White, if you couldn't ask for her to shoot any softer, that was the time, because you make it a 10-point game, and we're back to 10.
Got to finish strong here. Will we see the vaulted full-court press by JCC?
Joyner for three, and fighting. The ball will go with the Jags. Thagard on the far side, and you can see Randolph's eyeing Thagard, but she takes the baseline and puts up a shot and pulling down a rebound. The Trojans.
Good look by Randolph, but she's 0 for 4 here in the fourth quarter.
She saw Thaggart on that left wing, but took it right baseline and had a nice look from 8 feet.
Yeah, don't blame her. It's a higher percentage shot. Just couldn't convert.
Joyner, nice move to the cup, and Patterson there to clean it up. It's Thaggart. And we got a turnover, Jaguars.
You can see the frustration on Nalia's face there as the ball slipped through her hands. Good look by Thaggart. Maybe just a little too much on it. White couldn't control it. Another turnover, PD. 22 for the Jags.
(69-59) as you see the Trojans looking to slow it down and utilize the clock with 9 on the shot clock, just crossing the 2-minute mark. Jones pass deflected and get a shot off.
Yeah, as they missed the first, then Jones converts the second.
71-59, we got a timeout, Jags. We're going to find out what Coach Zia draws up here. Trailing by 12 with 1:42 left. Backdoor was cut off by White as Patterson straight to the hole, and Patterson pulls down a rebound and feeds to Randolph. Randolph to Smith down low, and Smith misses easy bunny, stays right with it, but a block by Thompson.
I'm sorry, but how's there no fouls down there? I just don't see how Smith wasn't fouled again underneath the basket.
Randolph looking for someone to break. Patterson's 15-footer, touches the base plate, the front of the iron, and gets a shooter's roll. 10-point game.
1 minute to go. Got to get a stop here without fouling.
They run the shot clock down, will be inside of a minute. Four on the shot clock. Louisa drives and one.
Wow, with 2 on the shot clock, Luisa Monsalve able to finish. Finish at the basket, a push in the back by Thaggart. That one right there, Petey, is a clutch basket by the Trojans.
Capitalize on the free throw, but extends the lead to 12 with 48 seconds left. Nice punch out by Aaliyah Thompson. She cut off the pass from Thaggart. Jaguars waiting too long here to get something started. They trail by 12. Moving the ball around. Randolph's three is in and out, and Smith hit the floor. Nice box out by Bennett. Seconds, like milliseconds, separate the game and the shot clock. As shot clock is off as Melanie Patterson gets with the rebound. Jaguars force up a shot. She'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go, PD. Again, the gym has gone quiet because the writing is on the wall for this one. Jags fought back. They fought hard here in the fourth quarter, made it a game.
Got within 9.
There was that long stretch in the third quarter where they were not able to take advantage of the Trojans' ineffectiveness on offense.
Bennett's 3 short, and Jaguars will have the final test as Whites. The Jaguars fall 73-63, your final for Selma. Want to get a quick word for Coach Z, and then we'll close it out. You're listening to Jaguars Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Lady Jaguars fall 73-63. Craig is courtside with Coach Z and get a final word from what Coach Z saw in tonight's game. Take it away, Craig.
All right, I'm here post-game with Coach Z. Tough outcome today, not the outcome you wanted. It was a game of runs. You know, there was that big run at the end of the first half, kind of put you guys behind the 8-ball, but you fought back in the second half. Tell me what you saw from that run to the end of the game. We saw you guys fight really hard to get back into the game.
In the beginning, when they went on that run, we was a little emotional. We were too emotional. So when they started balling and putting in next play mentality, that's when you started seeing little spurts of run for us. But we got to understand, when we get down, teams are not going to let us back that easy. So we just have to learn to play emotionless and as a team, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, early on in the game, what I saw was really working was controlling the pace, moving the ball around, crashing the boards offensively. Was that part of the game plan tonight?
Absolutely. Find the open man, make the extra pass. You feel me? Because the thing about it is we got shooters. Everybody around know we got shooters. So making the extra passes open up shots for people who don't really get their streak going until like the second quarter. So making the extra pass was something that I told them was big tonight and playing defense as a team.
Then you got Guilford Tech coming up on Sunday. You beat them the first time around. What's it going to take to get the season sweep?
The same thing. You don't go away from what works. So if playing defense and moving the ball around like we did at Guilford Tech the first time got us to win, I'm never going to go away from what works. Never, never.
Thank you for your time after the game, Coach C. So gracious in defeat. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you on Sunday.
All right, thank you.
All right, Petey, back to you.
All right, as the Lady Jaguars fell 73-63. Next up, the boys, as we'll be tipping off in 25 minutes. We'll come right back here with the JCC Jaguar men's and the Fayetteville Tech Trojans up next.